Hey, YouTube family. How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We've got quite a bit to cover. I've got my water, ice water, and oh God. Oh, you hear this? This bottle. It's not the ice, it's just the bottle. Um, I got my cold water, and then I've got my cherry mineral water. Is this mineral? Well, it's sparkling water. So coffee I just finished because I have a long night, but I needed something cold, and I am now ready to get into it, guys. We've got a lot to cover tonight, but it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. All right. So, update on Puff Daddy trial. We got to get into that really quickly, short and sweet. It looks like Harry and Meghan, their machine. They've got more surrogates coming out trying to push this propaganda on us. Looks like Bethany Frankel. She has come out and now she's switched. Now she's a Meghan and Harry supporter. And then we've got the New York Times came out and basically slammed the royal family, claiming that King Charles will regret it if he does not make amends with his son. Really? So we are going to get into that. Also, J-Lo's life since P. Diddy. I stumbled across a video. Remember when J-Lo and Mark Anthony did this reality dance show? I can't think of the name of it, but we're going to get to Instagram. I'll show you. But this clip, it was the real J-Lo. It was the J-Lo before the face, how they carve up her face. She does not look the same. I think I think these celebrities are so much prettier when they don't cut up their face. I really do. So this was J-Lo. This was authentic Jennifer Lopez. She was jealous, y'all, and she showed her real self on there because she said, Mark Anthony, that's the reason why we divorced. So we're going to get into that. And then also I want to touch on Little Mermaid Ariel star Halle Bailey. Looks like, she's 25 years old. First of all children are God's children. Okay, all children are God's children. But and however, I think it's best that, especially since she was Ariel, her star was on the rise, and then she became another single mother, and now she's fighting with her baby daddy. And my question is, can we, young girls, young ladies of childbearing age, can you learn from her? Maybe the first thing you should do is not becoming a single mother. No children until you can stand before God and share vows and get a license, get a marriage license and make it official. Because she was right there on the cusp. And she just decided to get pregnant by this, they're young, but it was like, I think she blew her opportunity. I really do. Some will say, oh, she was in Color Purple, but she was Ariel. And then her options as far as a mate that was more suitable for her, and that would have been more nourishing to her and nourishing her spirit. She could have picked from a vast pool of men, and she decided to and then pick this rapper guy. So I don't understand. So anyways, and not to say anything about the guy, I'm just saying they didn't have to have kids. They're 25 years old. What do you need children at 25 for? I don't get it. All right. So why don't we go ahead and jump into that first? Halle Bailey. Okay, let's look at this. Halle Bailey. All right. Now we know Halle Bailey. She is from, she was a Little Mermaid, of course. Remember her in Little Mermaid? Let's put her up right quick. Yeah, she was, and I saw Little Mermaid and I enjoyed Little Mermaid. I really did. I enjoyed Little Mermaid. I was so happy for her because I'm like, look at this. Good. It's like, I know there was a lot of controversy about her being oh, well, Disney, was it Disney? She's why you got to be, politically correct in black Ariel. And it's like, okay, people are going to complain no matter what. I thought it was a good movie. And I thought for her, this was an opportunity for her to take this role and catapult her into other areas. She could have gotten roles in other areas as well. But she did not choose that. She chose to get pregnant by a 25-year-old rapper. And, and now they're going through it. So let's look at, now they're fighting. And I don't understand, but, all children are God's children. But my question is, can young ladies, can you please commit to, how about just committing to stopping this single motherhood? Just, wait until the man marries you, then have a child with him. So now she's fighting with him. And, guys, I'm going to shoot straight. I'm not going to lie, but I like to do it, share with a little compassion too. And as far as I'm concerned, this deserves compassion because there's a baby involved. But I think that she did not serve herself well by getting pregnant and basically destroying most opportunities she could have to find a man that's more suitable for her and that could have married her, and she could have built a family with the traditional way, meaning that, you don't want to have children. And who wants to have children in this day and age without a father? Don't be another single mother. Come on. It's rough out there already, and we need our children to be part of a home, not part of a single family home where the father's not there. So anyways, now she's fighting with the baby daddy. And it says Halle Bailey granted temporary physical and legal custody of son Halo after ex-boyfriend DDG's alleged abuse. The Little Mermaid actress welcomed her 16-month-old son Halo with the rapper in December 2023. Oh my God, this is just a hot mess. Halle has been granted legal and physical custody of her son. According to court documents obtained by People, the Little Mermaid star was granted sole legal and physical custody of her 16-month-old son, Halo Saint, whom she welcomed in December 23 with ex-boyfriend DDG. The Angel singer requested sole custody of the toddler after she alleged the 27-year-old rapper, whose real name is Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., abused her physically and emotionally. Oh boy. The temporary restraining order, which orders the Twitch streamer to remain over 100 yards away from Bailey and Halo at all times, expires on the court hearing scheduled for June 4, 2025. Now, that's sad. And look at this. That's a beautiful baby. Hot goober. Look at the little goober. Yeah. Look at that goober. He's gorgeous. But Halle Bailey, you could have done better. You could have done a lot better than that. Bailey also asked the judge to order her ex-boyfriend not to be allowed visitation with his son. However, she requested that DDG be given supervised visits with the professional company once a week for 6 hours while Halo is in Los Angeles. Additionally, Bailey's asking the court to prevent DDG from taking their son outside of the county of Los Angeles. Boy, this is just a hot mess. A whole hot mess, y'all. Hot mess, hot mess. We don't put the kid's picture up now. Put it up once just to acknowledge he's a beautiful goober. Beautiful baby boy. But why did you have children? I don't understand. I don't get it. What was the whole point of it all? So let's pray that they can work this situation out. But all I can say is that, choose better, ladies. Young ladies out there, stop with the single mother mamahood. I mean, that's not cute. That's not hot. It's just not hot. And plus, Halle, I'm going to shoot straight, pow, pow. You lost the biggest opportunity in the world. You were Ariel in Little Mermaid. So instead of capitalizing on that to get you more roles, like not on Color Purple, I'm talking about more mainstream roles. And then also you could have widened your dating pool and pick better suited men who, and then don't become a single mother, period. That will set you up to continue that whole trend of single. You need both mother and daddy in the house, period. You need to be married first, then children. Sorry, guys, that's my opinion. My opinion, especially when you're young, probably don't have babies in your 20s. She's only 25. So anyways, that's my opinion. Leave your comment in the chat, okay? What do you think about this whole Halle Bailey thing? I mean, she could have been, I mean, if she had played her cards right, and that's what I want to focus on too, is that instead of becoming a single mother, having a baby by a rapper, and you guys are not even married, instead of doing that, you could have kept pursuing your acting career and your singing career. So instead of thinking appearing in Color Purple would be your biggest accomplishment, no, you want to shoot that at that same level of Little Mermaid. You want to get roles in these big movies and also work on your singing. You could have done that, Halle. But instead, you went and got pregnant at 25. You're 25 now. So what? You were what, 23? Got pregnant by this streamer who's also a rapper. And now he's jumping on you allegedly, and you going to court. All of this back and forth madness and chaos. That ain't hot. You got to start listening. Come to this channel. I will show you how, because I don't think Halle is a 304. No, I don't. I think Halle is just, she was probably in love and not very smart. You got to know the blueprint. You got to know the blueprint of how to survive in this world as a woman. You do. And you cannot be going around tying yourself to some rappers or some guys having a baby now for what? When all your 20s should be about building your wealth, building your brand, building your self-esteem, having as much fun as you can out here in this life. That's it. Not tying yourself to some 20-some young boy and you two having kids too early. 25 too early. You just got in the door. So sorry, I don't see what roles are for you now, Halle Bailey. I mean, not the same level as Little Mermaid. Maybe now you can do more, Black feature films, but you crossed over, but then you just decided to tie yourself down to a being and your brand. Now you're a single baby mommy at 25. That's bad. But let's hope this whole case works itself out. Now, let's move on, guys. I stumbled upon, listen, somebody wrote in the chat. They said, Rhonda, why you stop talking about J-Lo? And I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put something together for J-Lo tonight. But, I got to tell you, J-Lo has been quiet lately. I see on there that she had an accident that she was practicing for the AMA or something, and she cut her face. And you should see what People Magazine wrote. Oh, my hair. Sorry. Okay. So you should have seen what People Magazine, catastrophic accident, and she had a Band-Aid across her nose. I said, these celebrities, they know it's just all exaggerated. But any cut to the face, I mean, yeah, that would be bad. So, but it looked like she had a Band-Aid, a little swollen. But I'm thinking to expect a whole slash across when they say catastrophic accident. But no, that's not what happened. Excuse me. Oh, I am thirsty. All right. So we're going to get into J-Lo. I do have some juicy information about J-Lo, a video of J-Lo. This had to been in 2012. She and Mark Anthony, they had divorced, but remember they worked on a dance project together. And let me share this with you. And then before I started, I want to give you some background on it a little bit too, because that is what I do. Hold on one second. Let's see. Where is Miss J-Lo? All righty. So we got this Instagram up. All right. So basically in 2012, J-Lo was her and Mark Anthony had a show called The Chosen. And in that show, Mark Anthony, they were judging women. So Mark Anthony, let me share this with you. Ponty, J-Lo, Mark Anthony saw a beautiful Latina, and he could not, I guess we didn't know until J-Lo revealed that that's why I divorced you. But let's watch this video. And to me, this is the real J-Lo. Her face, she's so pretty in the face. I just didn't like that she chop it up in her. That's how they do, these celebrities. And it's like, okay, come on now, y'all. So anyways, but she's still beautiful, middle-aged in my age group, but can't take anything away from her. But let's play this video right quick because I want you to see this. This is hilarious because Mark Anthony could not help himself, honey. And J-Lo was just upset. So let's go ahead and play this. Let me see. How do we?
She left. Perdido la mente.
What?
Too much talking. Next.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say too much talking.
You were wondering why we broke up. She left. Perdido la mente.
What?
Too much talking. Next.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say too much talking.
You were wondering why we broke up.
He see something he liked, didn't he?
She left.
Look at him. He looking so menacing. Look at J-Lo. Oh, that's cute. It says in 2012, Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez were searching for the most talented artists in Latin America through the American show Caviva The Chosen. During the show, the two singers had a few arguments. But the worst part was Mark Anthony's dickish attitude. Yeah, Mark Anthony had a wandering eye, so it seemed. So it seemed like Mark Anthony was just like, he couldn't help himself, huh? Huh, J-Lo? Now, that's the realest I've ever seen, J-Lo. It's so funny. And she's just like that. Now you know why we divorced. So I'm like, J-Lo, we need to see some real stuff now with J-Lo. I want to see J-Lo behind the scenes. Like, I don't want to see the J-Lo that gets all dressed up and go to walk the red carpets and all that. Now let's see what's really going on behind closed doors, J-Lo. Come on, bring that out on Instagram. Bring that out more, not the phony, the love story that was never told or anything like that. Like, look at here, J-Lo. I would love for J-Lo to write a tell-all book. But J-Lo would never do that because, J-Lo is too corporate now. She's too Hollywood. So she's not. I think I want to know how she really felt when Ben Affleck really did her dirty and ended the relationship while she and her sister was following his daughter down to college. And J-Lo, are they divorced yet? You know what? Let me put that. Is the divorce final? Let me put that in. Let me read. Let me see if I can find that, if their divorce is final yet. Because, they've been really quiet. Is J-Lo and Ben Affleck divorce final yet? I'm curious. Yes, Jennifer Lopez and oh, well, they kept that. Well, no wonder. No wonder Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck took her kids and his kids to the opening of The Accountant. So now he got the divorce now. Now he's like, okay, and now he can sleep with her and everything else. Because I thought to myself, I said, wait a minute. First of all, 2 weeks before that. Okay, back up. The red carpet premiere of his Accountant 2, he had his children and he had J-Lo's children. The first thing I thought was, okay, Ben, are you off the wagon? The other thing was like, okay, so the kids are close. Now you're going to try to convince me now that your kids want to hang out with your old ass. Really? No, are you still sleeping? Are you still sleeping with J-Lo? That's all I want to know, Ben. Are you still sleeping with J-Lo? Because just 2 weeks earlier, before that, he was hugging up on his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, at some paintball event. And she was kind of pushing him away. So then I'm like, oh, Ben, you playing, aren't you? Oh, you playing. Because remember a couple of years back, Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck was caught by, not radar, what's the name of that? The one that Meghan Markle and them always use, the paparazzi, you can call them when they come out. Well, this time they were in the bushes and caught Affleck and Garner cooling up and canoodling in the car while he was still married to J-Lo. And I posted that video a while ago. But so 1 week he's hugging up on Garner. 2 weeks later, he's got Jennifer kids. And it's like, come on, Ben Affleck, you in my age group, you in your 50s. If your kids are still cool with J-Lo's kids and they're all in the same age groups, they can hang out together. They don't have to hang out with you, dude. So what are you doing this for? Are you trying to convince us? So, it's all this smoke and mirrors crap. But I wonder if now Ben Affleck, knowing him, he'll go hit it because they're officially divorced now. So J-Lo, I cracked up when I saw that video of J-Lo and Mark Anthony. Just saying. But it looks like they are divorced, guys. I did not hear that. I wasn't keeping up with it. So it says Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck officially single following divorce settlement. The former couple finalized their divorce in early January. Okay. They went on and did it. Yeah, because he had to go dark. He had to give her the cold shoulder, force her to let go. Because J-Lo was fighting it. Remember? She was fighting it tooth and nail. Because she said that Oscar winner, he's good for my brand and I'm not letting him go. And her ego, oh honey. Remember, she was on Amalfi Coast taking pictures on a boat in her bathing suit and showing her butt and J-Lo was doing it all. And then she had a sister following his daughter away to college. And I did a video on that too. I'm like, leave that poor girl alone. Them kids don't want nothing to do with you. Go away now. Come on. Let them go. So J-Lo finally let go. So it says court documents reveal that Lopez, 55, and Affleck, 52, settled through mediation in September, successfully avoiding the lengthy court battles that have plagued other high-profile celebrity divorces. Lopez and we don't care about when they date or anything tied to that. We don't care. We don't care. Okay. Oh, now y'all wait a minute. And they divorced September. It was finalized September 2014, right? Okay, wait a minute. Jennifer and Ben Affleck are officially divorced and legal single. As of Friday, February 21st, the LA County Superior Court finalized the dissolution of their marriage, confirming their legal single status, according to the Associated Press. The couple reached the divorce settlement on January 6th, but I thought they said they signed something legal in September. Here it is. Court documents revealed that Lopez and Affleck, 52, settled through mediation in September. So they were in mediation September 2024, right? Just that February earlier, just a couple of months later. So that's February. She was talking about, I never thought that he and I would get back together. This is what Lopez told Billboard in February. So that's March, April, May, June, July. That's 7 months later. They're in mediation. I told you guys, these people don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about love and all that stuff. Y'all, it's just all arrangements and, if they could, business dealing, if they can both put their brands together, they can make more money. So here it says, in February, ahead of the release of her film, This Is Me Now, a love story, which chronicled their rekindled relationship. I just couldn't give up on the idea that there was something amazing out there for me, even when it got really bad, and it does at times. I always believe deep down to not give up completely. Girl, come on now. The singer and actress filed for divorce. She filed from Affleck about 2 years after their Georgia wedding, listing their separation date as April 26, 24. In her initial filing, she cited unreconcilable differences as the reason. According to the settlement documents obtained by Billboard, the pair agreed on terms to divide their properties and assets. Both waived spousal support and agreed to equally split the legal fees of their negotiation. which was mediated by Laura Wasser. Lopez will also change her legal name back to Jennifer, from Jennifer Affleck to Jennifer Lopez. Oh, okay. Oh, they're going down the list. Lopez was previously married to Ohana Noah, Chris Judd, and Mark Anthony, with whom she shares 2 children. Affleck was previously married to Jennifer Garner, with whom he shares 3. Oh my God. Okay, so here it says in October 24th, so this had to have been after the mediation, Lopez reflected on her feelings about being single again following her split from Affleck. I think to myself, fuck, that is exactly what I needed, she told Interview. Thank you, God. I'm sorry it took me so long. I'm sorry that you had to do this to me so many times. I should have learned it 2 or 3 times ago. I get it. I'm not looking for anybody because everything that I've done over the past 25, 30 years, being in this different challenging situations, what can I fucking do when it's just me flying on my own? What if I'm just free? J-Lo, it's okay. Just get up and brush yourself off and stop. Leave these men. Stop attaching to these men, girl. Stop attaching yourself to these men. Cut it out. Cut it out. Just stop, J-Lo. You know, you rich, you're beautiful, got a body yaddy yaddy for your age. Stop attaching yourself. Pick up a skill. Learn a new language. You know, you got doors open for you in Hollyweird. Produce more movies, like, or direct or something in the industry, since that's where you're rooted. But stop attaching yourself to men. So she was supposedly hooking up with her bodyguard, but her bodyguard was married. So I don't know. With J-Lo, you know, J-Lo's bed's not empty, y'all. I'm sorry. J-Lo's bed is not empty. She just, J-Lo. Now, you are 304, J-Lo. Sorry. You are 304. You just wear it well because, you know, you're good at curating your brand. But you are 304 and you're aging out. You're in your 50s. It's hard to be a 304 in your 50s. But you know what? You rich now. So you don't have to be a 304. You don't have to put up with people's shit. But I can honestly say that you used your resources to get, you know, you monkey barred from Keenan Ivory Wayans all the way to Puff Daddy to, you know, your dancer, where you went back down 2 steps with the dancer. And then you went up and got grabbed Ben Affleck, and then Ben Affleck, and then he didn't marry, but then Mark Anthony, which is more kind of on your level. But Mark Anthony had that wandering eye. Hey, Barbara King, how you doing? Just got here. I think I missed it. Dang it. No, I just start talking about J-Lo in this video. I'm going to play it again of J-Lo and her Mark Anthony. I mean, it's clear that Mark Anthony, I guess they divorced because he was cheating, because she basically said that on a show they did in 2012 when Mark Anthony couldn't control himself. He was Googling that. He was looking at that young girl, and J-Lo couldn't believe it, right there with the cameras on. And she said, that's why we divorced. I'm going to play that in a minute. But getting back to J-Lo and Affleck, J-Lo is just an aging 304. But it's okay, J-Lo. But you know what? You are not one of the ladies that have the blueprint. Because remember the other day, a couple of times you guys have asked me, what's a 304? And I said, you got to have a playbook. Okay, a 304, if you were to flip it up over, it spells, you know, HOE. You know, streetwalker stuff, you know, that kind of, you know. Oh. So we want to be honest. I mean, come on, J-Lo, you can't. She's super rich now. Well, we don't know how much because these celebrities lie about their net worth. We know that. Okay, they lie. We just found that out because Jay-Z just got turned down for a $50 million loan. Remember, we covered that the other day. How can a man that's worth $800 billion, did they $700 million or $800 million? How is it that he's getting turned down $50 million for a $50 million loan? Something's not right. So I think they exaggerate their wealth. But I think J-Lo is pretty wealthy, though. She's a very shrewd. She's going to keep her money. but she has worked a long time. Now she's aging. Now, J-Lo, stop. Don't tie yourself to another man, girl. Come on. It don't look good. Come on, you're getting up there. You in your 50s. This is AARP news. There's nothing wrong with that. You make us proud, J-Lo. Just stop. You don't need a man. You've already been in relationships and you're not good at it. So the best thing to do is just kind of accept it. And then there are other things in life. You can still have your friends with benefits. You can do that all day, J-Lo. Just go mute. Now, when I talk about the blueprint, back to the blueprint, we got our 304s and we've identified them. Say J-Lo was, well, it's hard to be one when you're old, but she's rich now. She don't have to be. Meghan Markle. Who else did we talk about was like that? We'll keep going. Now, blueprints. Those who got the play, those that got the blueprints. Diana Ross, she's mute. You don't know nothing. She even had a baby with her own, Barry Gordy, and was married to another man and had his kids. I mean, where they do that at? So, but she's a blueprint. She's rich. You don't know nothing about her life, and she's private. She's like a ghost. You only see her come out every once in a while. You might see her shopping. One time I saw her with a cart, going to the car with groceries all in her in the cart, loading up her car. Or we saw her at the Met Gala. Who else got the blueprint? Melania Trump. Come on now. She got the blueprint. She's mute. And that coin, that whatever coin they got, Trump family coin, hers was $1 billion. She collected $1 billion or something like that. The family's making like $1 billion a month. So Melania, he can't even touch. Trump's not touching Melania. And Melania you see her, she don't even want to touch him. Melania's mute. She got the blueprint because she's rich as hell now. You don't know, she could be going crazy behind them walls, Mar-a-Lago walls. You know that. She could be losing her freaking mind, but you're not going to know it. We're not going to know it because she's got the blueprint. No one should know anything that's going on in your life like that. Not when you got that kind of money. You have to go mute. Who else got a blueprint? So those are some of the blueprints. So let me play this video right quick. Let me replay this video. It cracked me up. And I think Mark Anthony is so cute. He is adorable. And she looked like she was just so fed up with him. She's like, that's why we divorced. We got to play this again. Because Mark Anthony ain't going to be faithful. I can tell you that now. Mark Anthony is not, he's just not going, he's cute too. He is a cutie patootie, but he ain't going to be faithful. You can forget that. So.
Perdido la mente.
What?
Watch
Talking.
it.
Next.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say too much talking.
You were wondering why we broke up. She left. Perdido la mente.
What?
Y'all see this?
Talking. Next.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say too much talking.
You were wondering why we broke up.
Look at her. It's just like, what?
She left. Perdido la mente.
What?
Talking. Next.
That's the first time I've ever
She's like, I can't deal with you. She said, now you wonder why we broke up. She's like, I can't deal with you cheating. So he was, Mark Anthony seemed, J-Lo is beautiful. Look, I mean, she's pretty, but come on now. I mean, these celebrity men, and Mark Anthony is like his voice is beautiful. I mean, he got an incredible voice. And he sees a lot of beautiful women. He's been married to a couple of them, so it's not no big deal to him. So that was funny, guys. That was very, very funny. Let's get on to oh, yes, honey. Okay, let's get to what's going on here. The top of the most important news of the night. Meghan Markle, the machine. Harry and Meghan's machine is at it again. They are at it again. Bethany Frankel has changed her tune, and she basically said, and I was trying to find that video. I'm going to play the clip of just a little of what she said, but there was another clip where I could not find it where she was saying, well, What is wrong? Oh no, I did. Let me play that for you, but I clipped it from someone else on on X. So, but basically, the machine is coming out to try to push that propaganda. Harry and Meghan on another date night, and guess what? They were at the James Taylor concert. So Meghan is photographed with James Taylor signing her book. So she wants this to soften her image. Also, the New York Times, y'all, came out and slammed the royal family, said King Charles will basically regret, it will tarnish his brand if he don't restore his relationship with his son, his reckless and going rogue son, Prince Harry. So it looks like this machine is really working hard. This machine's really working hard to try to convince us. Are you buying it? To convince us that Harry and Meghan is really something worth admiring and want to be like. So let's knock this. Let's look at this video. This young lady pretty much spells it out, but I want you to hear what Bethany Frankel had to say right quick. Hold on 1 second. Because it's like, girl, you are all off. They don't know how offensive it is that they think like we don't. I swear to God, they think we're not in their bubble. So with Meghan go up in Santa Barbara, it's beautiful. So who are we to judge her? It's like, oh my God, look at these people, crazy. So let me share this with you. Let's look at this right quick. Let's look at this right quick. And we can share this. Can you see this? Yeah. All righty. Let's do this.
Home in Santa Barbara. Was a duchess. So she's got a glossy, perfect show of her house. What is she supposed to do? Be like me and have seaweed in her teeth? Like in Santa Barbara in a 13 million. It's okay for it to be perfect. She's supposed to now cosplay flawed. That's right. Annoying too.
That's annoying.
Bethany, you can't have it both ways, Bethany.
So Bethany is saying, let's listen to what Bethany's saying again. Hold on.
They live in a beautiful home in Santa Barbara. He's a prince. Was a duchess. So she's got a glossy, perfect show of her house. What is she supposed to do? Be like me and have seaweed in her teeth? Like in Santa Barbara in a 13 million. It's okay for it to be perfect. She's supposed to now cosplay flawed. That's right. Annoying too.
That's annoying.
Yeah. See, what do y'all think of that? Bethany Frankel telling us that we have it all wrong. We've got it wrong. Meghan Markle is just glossy and beautiful and married a prince. And she lives in a $13 million house. Why are we jealous of Meghan Markle? That's kind of what she's saying, right? That is kind of what she's saying. Why are we jealous of Meghan Markle? And it's like, Bethany, you know better than that. Nobody's jealous of Meghan Markle. Well, I'm sure there are people out are, but I can assure you I'm not. I would never want to switch places with Meghan Markle in the middle. I wouldn't want my daughter, more importantly, I would not want my daughter to be in her shoes. No, I wouldn't. So, but just because she lives in Santa Barbara in a $13 million home and married a prince, then if that's the logic, then how come nobody's frowning at Kate? The royal family got hundreds of millions they're worth. And she will be queen. And she married a man that will be king. Shouldn't we be, with that logic, shouldn't we be jealous of Catherine's gloss? No, we are not liking the creature behind the mask, me and Bethany Frankel. Now we know Bethany, you are her surrogate now. So you had been screaming all along, please let me represent you. Are you representing Meghan Markle behind closed doors right now in secret? Now you decide to stick your head out. So that's why you're supporting her. Plus, didn't you have a relationship with her ex-husband or something? I hear. I don't understand this. So I think that Bethany Frankel is now part of that machine that's really trying to humanize Meghan and Harry. Let me tell you the reason why we don't like Meghan Markle and Harry, Bethany, that you seem to ignore. Bethany Frankel, is that Harry and Meghan, like I said, we saw the creature behind that mask with Meghan Markle. Harry and Meghan accused the royal family, King Charles and Princess Catherine, of being racist. They never, Oprah, when Big O interviewed them, she never allowed the royal family to provide some kind of counter view to it, have a response to this explosive accusations that Harry and Meghan did with Big O. That's why Harry and Meghan never apologized to Catherine or King Charles about that. Harry denied that it was, he told his friend, who, I didn't say it. We didn't say that, did we? We didn't say that. And then their mouthpiece, Obi Scobie, comes out and says, and calls them racist. You know that, and Harry and Meghan never apologized. They did that interview with Big O. They're the ones that stepped down from the royal family. Harry's the one that wrote Spare. That's why. And in that book, Harry, other than the kill count, he talked about intimate things, called his father's wife, said Queen Camilla is evil, said his brother knocked him to the ground, talked about his brother private parts. Harry wrote Spare. They're the ones that decided to step down. Meghan Markle was the one that decided to do that Big O interview. Meeghan, that the reason why people are cringing and reacting negatively to these two is because of their own behavior. It's not that we're jealous, Bethany. That's bullshit. And Meghan's glossy. That's the thing. Meghan thinks that if she steps out and look glossy and perfect, that we're going to forget that behind that is a whole creature. A person that would sit and exploit her own husband. That's what we're seeing, Bethany Frankel. That's what we're seeing. Nobody told them to do that. They could have stepped down and they could have lived a very quiet, private, and very flourishing life. They could be flourishing over there in Santa Barbara with all of them wealthy people in their world. You know what I mean? The uber rich up there in Montecito. They could have, Meghan act like she's a unicorn. Bethany, by the way, Meghan Markle and Meghan and Harry are not the only ones with double-digit $13 million homes. Up in Montecito, they got it like that. And they're not and nobody is jealous of them. So why is Meghan so different? So I think Bethany Frankel wants a job, or does have a job now. So she's trying to humanize Meghan Markle and try to say, okay, guys, stop being jealous of her. Stop being so cruel to her. Stop, this whole victim role. But I told you guys, be prepared, because the machine wants Harry. At the end of the day, the machine wants Harry and Meghan to keep up. You think the machine want Harry and Meghan to go away? They want them to keep up with the status quo, being the circus and the toxic duo that they are. The machine wants them to stay that way. Bethany Frankel, if they can humanize, if they can turn Meghan Markle around where we look and we be like, oh, yeah, you're right. I see. It's like, whoa. But you know what? Bethany spelled it out clearly. She lives in an $18 million house. What is she supposed to walk around with seaweed in her mouth? She's supposed to be perfect and glossy. There's nothing wrong with being perfect and glossy in your world, Meghan, Bethany, and you guys' world. But to us, we don't live like that. No, not so much. We're grounded in reality. You're not. All right, so let me show you another thing. So Harry and Meghan did go on date night. Oh, they went on another date night. And Meghan Markle, what did she do? She had to post. Oh my God. We're supposed to be really impressed. This girl is crazy. We're supposed to be impressed with her. So now this is supposed to soften her. Okay, so look who she with. Oh, wait, let me, can you see this? Oh, good. Your browser has lost connection for your screen share audio. Okay. Yeah, look at her. I'm on her Instagram, and look who she's with, y'all. We're going to reveal it, the big reveal. Look who this is. James Taylor. Look at Harry and Meghan. This is their, look at this, in concert era. Heart. Thanks, James. Oh, so we're now what, supposed to believe that James Taylor, so this is supposed to soften. So Megan is standing there next to him. Ooh, she getting an autograph from James Taylor. Okay, so this should help her brand, her and Harry. Now this picture and James Taylor, they got a seat all the way in the back. Oh, the nosebleed seats again. It looks comfortable out there, but look at Harry and James Taylor. Now Harry, Harry always look high to me, y'all. But what are we supposed to do now? Okay, so now Megan is with James Taylor. So is she gonna go around the globe attaching herself to celebrities? I mean, how old James Taylor is? In his 80s, isn't he? Let me see. How old is James Taylor? And I like James Taylor, but I don't think that's a flex, Meghan Markle. A flex would be as if you in a picture with Beyonce. And Beyonce, remember you went to Beyonce and said, thank you, Beyonce and team. And you were in the nosebleed seats. And then you weren't even invited with your baby's godfather, little bitch godfather, Tyler Perry. He didn't even invite you 2 days earlier to sit and go in Oprah's seat. Now, Big O exploited you and Harry when she did that big interview, but she can't even invite you to sit in that suite, concert suite. Did you see that with all the food and stuff? No, it was Big O, her wife Gail, Tyler Perry, and I think it was Elise Neal, an actress. So let me see. How old is James Taylor? He's 77 years old. He was popular in the 60s. This ain't flexing. Let's look at some of the comments. Meghan Markle, this is not flexing, girl. This is a whole 78-year-old man. He's a legend, but come on now. He's a legend. What I mean, I wonder what Bethany Frank will have to say about that. So look, and they always, okay, James Taylor, she can't come out and get. I want to see a Beyonce. Did you see when Prince William and his kids went to see Taylor Swift? Now that's a flex. That's a flex. Taylor Swift, not this. And James Taylor is 78. That man, a relic. He's sitting there, still playing his songs. I think he's married to a young woman now. I mean, it's just Hollyweird, y'all. As a matter of fact, I think he is. Let me see. I'm almost certain because I thought I read about that. How old is James Taylor wife? Her name is Kim. She is 55 now. Okay. So, how long has he been married to his current wife? Oh, so he married her in 2001. They got 4 children. Well, he was married to Carly Simon, looks like, for 10 years. Then Catherine Walker for 10 years. And then Carolyn Smedvik for 24 years. Okay, I thought he had a young wife. I surely did thought he had a young. Well, he's what, 20? He's 23 years older than her. So, okay, James Taylor, I'm sorry. Okay, because I could have sworn it was that Kenny Loggins that got the young wife. So let's look at just some of the comments here. Eunice Lopez, how you doing? I was like, who's Big O? Then it clicked that you're referring to Oprah. Yeah, Big O. We call her Big O because she's not using that Ozempic stuff anymore because according to her wife, Gayle King, it was coming out of both ends because it messes up your stomach. And Oprah was trying to sell that to the people. And now look at her. Eunice says, who's James Taylor? I really don't know who this guy is. He's a popular 60s guy. He did I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. There were times when I could not find a friend. I never thought of I see you again. Beautiful song. Ooh, very deep song. So that's him. He was popular in the 60s. Yeah, that's James Taylor. So Harry and Meghan decide, okay, we're gonna do a flex. We're gonna show them. We're gonna show them. We're gonna show up with at a James Taylor, 78-year-old old folk singer. We're gonna show up at his concert and take pictures so that can humanize us. But let me show you what a flex is, Meghan Markle. Let me remind you of what it is so you can stop this foolishness, girl, so you can really stop this. Hold on, let me show something too. Let me share something with you. Hold on, guys. I'm going to share something with you right quick. That if she really want to flex, we can show her a flex, okay? A real flex. All righty. Here we go. Let's go ahead and do this. We can show her a real flex. Now, boom. Let me show y'all. Let's go down. I hate when they put these advertisings up. Okay. Look at this. Royal Swifties. Prince William, George, and Charlotte snap backstage selfie with Taylor Swift. A great evening. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Now that's a flex. Now, Megan, that's a flex. I know you would have loved to have had Beyonce in a picture like that. You and Harry would have been grinning from ear and ear, and you'd been shitting your pants. That would have been a flex, but Meghan Markle, not so much. Like, I can get a picture with James Taylor if I buy a backstage. I got pictures, as a matter of fact, and I'm going to age myself, but that's okay. I have a bucket list. Have you seen that movie that came out years ago, Bucket List? Those of you that are older, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. It was Morgan Freeman and was it the actor that died? Let me see, who did Bucket List? It was Morgan Freeman, and it was about your bucket list of life. Bucket list. Hold on. List movie. Oh, Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman, The Bucket List. Yes. It came out in 2007. So what I do now is that I have a list of things that I want to accomplish in my life while I'm alive, right? That keeps me grounded, focused, because you realize, hey, you only got one life. You better live it. Do the best you can. Okay. So my favorite group in the world, Chicago, the group Chicago. I love John Cicada, the Cuban singer. I love Kenny Loggins. And who else? And I would love to meet Earth, Wind, and Fire. Cat Williams is on my bucket list. But anyways, long story short, I got a chance to see Chicago, the group Chicago, my favorite band. Oh, Peter Cetera, but he's no longer with Chicago. So, but I still love Chicago. Anyway, so I got Chicago, Kenny Loggins, and John Cicada. So I got a chance to see 3 of them so far, and I paid extras backstage to see them after the concert. So there is a meet and greet. So that's what it looks like with Megan. She was in a meet and greet with them. You pay extra to go backstage and meet them. Like Cat Williams, when he was on Shay Shay, and I was looking at the concert tickets, and he was selling out like crazy. And his backstage passes were outside my price range. So I'm going to have to wait a while. Because, I am one of the working poor. I have to work. I don't have money to throw away like that. So anyway, it looks like that's what Meghan Markle and Harry did. They paid for backstage passes to see, now they access backstage. And then they may not have to pay for it because they can work on their title. Oh, it's Duke and Duchess. Because I think James Taylor did post on his social media, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and they part of Hollyweird. They all play that game, in Hollywood too. Because I never heard James Taylor although I did hear that Carly Simon said he was a really bad heroin addict for many years, for decades. So he is literally in recovery, which is good. But hey, that's not a flex. This is a flex right here. Royal Swifties, Prince William, George, and Charlotte snap backstage selfie with Taylor Swift. a great evening. I want to see. Yep. So you see how People Magazine will one day do an article on Meghan Markle and how wonderful her life is, and then turn around and post Taylor Swift. And so they don't have any loyalty. That's what Meghan don't realize. That's the reason why you don't play the game. You just step back and don't become a part of it, because they're not your friends. Everybody's trying to make money and exploit each other. So Taylor Swift posed for a selfie with Prince William, Prince George, and Princess Charlotte during her Eras tour stop in London on Friday, June 21, as seen in a photograph shared on the Prince and Princess of Wales official Instagram. Look at this. Oh, I like that picture. I like that a lot. Look at that. So that's a flex, Meghan Markle. And let's go back to Meghan's little backstage pass picture. Okay, let's go. Let's check this one out. Now, do we care? James Taylor is it's a meet and greet. I got pictures with Chicago. I got a picture with me, and I got to share with you guys, me in Chicago. I'm in the middle and they're all around me. And each and every one of them, I gave them a hug, especially the original band members. And there are only 3, I think, 3 or 4 at the time when I gave each of them a hug, because I was like, I used to listen to them in the 80s. I used to listen to them. I grew up Southside Chicago, okay? And I would read my magazines and put my little Walkman on and listen to Chicago. And I love Chicago. They are absolutely my favorite band. And I like Earth, Wind, and Fire too. Earth, Wind, and Fire. And you know, Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire, they often tour together. I mean, not tour together, but they do shows together in Chicago, which I love. So I want to get to see that, because I love Earth, Wind, and Fire too. Who else do I like? I have a very diverse group, diverse taste in music. So it is what it is. But anyways, this is Meghan Markle. That's not a flex, Meghan Markle. That is not a flex. So I'm so confused why you think that it is. So anyways, Bethany Frankel is trying to humanize Meghan Markle. Girl, we saw the creature behind the mask. It's really hard to do. What you have to do is go away. It's okay. There's power in letting go. And see, Meghan Markle she's holding on to that royal title and that lifestyle with a death grip. Her and Harry with a death grip. And we get to see it, because she go ticky boom boom every other day. So now she's trying to flex on that James Taylor verse. Okay, girl, you can't even. Where's Beyonce? I thought you said thank you, Beyonce and team. So how come Beyonce ain't take a picture with you? That one still cracks me up, because you think we don't see that, and they normally do. So she doesn't. So anyways, Bethany Frankel, we know now, we've identified her as one. She stuck her head out. She's part of the machine trying to work to promote this Harry and Meghan rebranding. And will it work? I don't think so. We've seen they won't go away to give it a chance to work. They won't go away. They just won't. It's crazy. So now the New York Times also did an article. The New York Times did an article, and let me pull it up for you. And then I said, oh, the New York Times. Okay. The New York Times. Let me pull it up for you. I want to show you. Okay, yeah, here it is. 5 days ago. Now, see, here's the New York Times. Why do they make me go in here? Continuous Rhonda. Can I share this now? Will it let me share it? Come on. Why they do that? I don't want that. Let me see. Okay. I don't, why are they doing this? Okay, so they won't let me read it. Hold on one second. So basically, it looks like Okay. 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 The New York Times, I was hoping to show you let me just show you the article. And then what you can do is you can kind of judge, you can look it up yourself. So here it is. So basically in that article, this guy, and I guess the writer, the one that's writing this article, he is from London, I guess, but they basically saying that he's saying that King Charles, if he doesn't make amends with his son, that his legacy basically will be ruined. And he's basically in the article, he's more sympathizing with the victim narrative of Harry and Meghan. So now we've identified the New York Times, and this guy, he's part of the machine too, working to try and rebrand Harry and Meghan. Harry was the one that went out and did the explosive interview with BBC when he lost the case. Nobody pushed Harry out there. Harry did it on his own. Now, do I believe Meghan Markle is behind it? Sure, I do. I really do. But, there are consequences for your actions, point blank, period. And you stepped down, Harry and Meghan. You did that. We didn't. You did it. So, interesting. We've identified 2 more people in the machine, and will it work? I say I'm fascinated because now I can spot I can spot propaganda now. Basically, I just look and I'm like, oh, okay. So we're supposed to ignore the interview that Harry did, really, with BBC. We're supposed to ignore all of the things that happened to get up to this point. We're supposed to ignore everything and then just kind of buy what you guys are selling us. Not so much. All right, guys, I think I've covered everything tonight. What did you guys think of J-Lo? That was a real, because J-Lo was like, so he must have been cheating a lot, Mark Anthony. I am not surprised, y'all. I'm not surprised because Mark Anthony's on his, 4th or 5th wife? And he's got children with every single one. So, and Mark Anthony seems like one of those that it's hard to get mad at him because he's so adorable, but I wouldn't want to be married to him, especially if he ain't gonna be faithful. Especially now. Okay, I got to show you guys something really funny. This is cracking me up. I got to show you this because I'm just getting closer and closer. My trip is my 3-month trip to Paris is almost on it. So I'm leaving in August. So I wanted to play this. This is the video that I saw that was adorable. Let me see if it pulls up. I don't know if it'll pull it up, y'all. Why won't they let me? Hold on one second. I got this. On Instagram, they have the cutest videos. Okay. The cutest. I hope this is the one. I hope I downloaded it. I don't know if I did. Come on. Oh, they won't let me. Darn it. I hate that. I hate that when they don't let me. I wanted to, let me see. Oh, shoot. It was a cute little, let me see. I want to find it for you guys because when I saw it, I'm like, that's so adorable. That is definitely my spirit right about now. Here she is. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can. And you know what? It probably won't even play the volume. I mean the audio, because I want the music too. But okay, it is what it is. Let me see if I can play this for you. I just emailed it to myself so I can be able to pull it up here. Hope you guys can get a little laugh out of this before I let you go. Let me see. Let's see. And download. Let's see if it downloads. If it don't download, we'll just let it be. Checking. Oh, they won't let me do it. I don't want to get that. Why do I have to pay my... All right. Yeah, they're not going to let me play it, huh? Damn it. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'll have to show you next time. Once I got to fix the video. It's something. The video editor is tripping. So anyways, guys, this was nice, short and sweet. We are an hour today. Usually we're about 2 hours, but that is good. We just go with the flow. So let me know if you guys want to discuss anything of interest. Let me know. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to report on? The P. Diddy trial. And I hear Cassie, the defense is on her now. And it's not looking good. So as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing. The defense can point out that she wanted Pippa, go sit down. They can point out that she wanted to participate in some of the freak offs and all that. They can do all that, but nothing's going to explain away the brutality and the abuse that she experienced. So, but they got to do their job. I get it. They got to do their job. So, hey, Beverly, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. So they got to do their job. But yeah, they say she's on the stand, that the defense is really on it. But it won't matter because it doesn't change the fact of what he did. So anyways, guys, listen, I want to wish you a happy, a good night. I hope you have a wonderful night. I will be back on tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you want to hear, if you want to talk or discuss anything else. Leave it in the comments. If there's a topic that you're interested in, let me know and we can touch on it. All right. Love you guys. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. And I will chat with you soon. Ciao.